our overview of Final Cut. So the last one we learned how to import our images into Final Cut, and now we're going to talk about actually how to start arranging clips and start making a scene. So just to kind of give you an overview on how things are laid out here, you have um, your projects and your events. Your events are usually kind of set up by date with a little star next to them, and your projects are within these folders. You can create your folders however you want over here, but just know if you can't see what you're looking for, you might want to go over here and look at what's under projects, and if I uncover this, you see the shot type project comes up. So just be aware, usually when you open it, it'll automatically maintain where you left off, but if you can't find something, that's what you'd start looking in, is trying to find it within these folders. So I'm going to go to the shot type folder, or shot type project, and the other thing I want you to look at is when you're within the event, you have your shot type, or you have your project here, and then below it you will have the imported footage that will all be associated with this project. So you want to make sure, like if I had another round of filming, you'd want to make sure that you imported it into the same event, so the project and the footage was linked up. Just makes it easier to find stuff. So within your shot type project, double click, and it should bring up all of your footage that we imported. Yeah, here it is. Here's all your footage down here. And essentially, it is a really simple drag and drop program where if you have a clip, you essentially can just drag it down here and you can arrange them in whatever order you want. Now what's nice, you notice how if I click, I can either do the whole clip, or if I want to edit it, go ahead and do some editing down of that clip. I can then drag it and I can shrink, and if I hit the pause button, it'll play through so you can see what you're looking at. So let's say I just want to do a really short clip for this. I could just bring it down to a really short little area here, and then I could just drag this down. It would maintain that. Now what's great is that you can select out the amount of clip you want here by dragging over the bars. The other way you can do it is you can actually trim your clips down here. You can click on something and you can just as easily come over here and shave down whatever you're looking at by going to the left and the right and bringing it down. And if you don't like something, you can always do Command Z, which will go back steps, or you can also just, if I drag it this way, I can always decide to come back later and I can drag it this way, which is really nice. So let's say I'm just going to drag in, I'm just going to bring in a bunch of clips here. So we have a bunch. There are other things too that are kind of handy for viewing clips. So you can change basically the scale. So if you wanted to make this where you see more of the clip up here, you can change the slider. But if it's like a really long scene and it's just hard to see everything and select, you can always move the slider down over here and it'll shrink them up so they just become a little bit easier to see. It doesn't change anything with the clips, it just basically changes how you view them. Alright, so and then these things can be arranged in any order this way, they can be moved around. So that's the basic gist of how you add clips to your scene and you begin the editing process. I want to do one more video that's just going to get into a little bit more detail about some fine-tune adjustments and some of your functions just on the interface of Final Cut. Thanks.